Hey everybody, welcome to the Blue Collar Bear Gourmet TigerSox series. We are once again on site doing a review here at
Astronomy
Astronomy
Aleworks.
Aleworks in the Brewery District
We all
of
heard
Henderson, in the Brewery District of Henderson, Nevada. Hashtag drink local, hashtag Vegas strong. We wanted to show you the inside of the tap room here. We've showed you the brewery and we've showed you the back counter, but we just wanted to show you some of the artwork that Matt has heralded here. Let's start with our LGBTQ. We don't believe in no-win scenarios poster. We've got some impressionist forms of Kirk and Spock. All right. Just so you know, they do have a variety of board games here you can play. I'll show you those. Nice selection there. There's the glass work, the glass and the beef jerky. There's Tony.
Beef jerky.
Oh, hey, haha.
And over here, if you would be so kind, Mr. Ralph. Here, don't worry about that. I got that.
You got it? Okay. All right.
It is blue collar.
It is blue collar. It is what it is, you know. We are? I'm indeed. Yes, I am. And there's our Lando Calrissian. It should be 5 o'clock somewhere. As well as the Star Wars clock above it, Death Star on the face of the clock.
Very cool art on this.
There's the Astronomy Aleworks logo, memorialized in oil.
Very nice. Getting a tour of all the ever-changing arts. I don't know, is it ever-changing, Matt? Or no, we just
and we'll bring this over here, show you some of these. The Wall of Scientists. Nice, Sagan. There you are. There's the story in Vegas 7 about the opening of this brewery. And there you are, guys. So, only you can prevent fascism. Kill them with sticks and eat them. The Grand Tour. All right. And now, let's get to reviewing beer.
Yeah. See, we're changing it up in season 4, aren't we, everybody? Yeah. They're gonna be disappointed when the next one's in my garage. They're gonna be like, this sucks. I'm gonna say it like Beavis and Butthead. This sucks. No.
All right, and today we are reviewing.
Matt's gonna.
I'm not. Well,
I'm not. I actually truly don't know if he's
perfect. No, let's have the brewer
this is
talk
to us
about
Hazy Pale. Yes, aged in a Syrah barrel from the winery that's right back next door. So, Planet of the Grapes. We did not come up with that name. That name came from Manos from Abel Baker, and he said if we ever get wine barrels, we have to call our beer Planet of the Grapes. So we did. The IPA in the Cabernet barrel is called "Take Your Paws Off Me, You Damn Dirty Grape."
I know.
So yeah, the artwork was done by a local artist, Jed Olson. He also did our logo and does all the can art for Lovely. Very nice. Yeah. Cool. But it's good stuff.
5% ABV.
Nice.
Do we have IBUs on this, Matt? Or I mean, not that it's 40. Yeah, I mean.
They dropped because of the aging process.
That would stand to reason. Yeah. Okay, so started with 40, worked its way down for the aging process. Aged once again in what kind of barrels, Matt? Syrah. That's right, Syrah.
There you go. There's the rest of the art on the label. Very nice.
And there's the address. Let's get a highlight on that real fast. So you can do a screen grab if you have to. But there it is, 7350 Eastgate, Suite 170, Henderson 89011.
Get your sexy ass down here.
Do it.
Some beer.
Oh, and with that we have customers.
Oh, we got some people.
All
right. See, this is what it's all about right here.
Yeah.
Hello. So, okay, so the root beer is the Hazy Pale Ale, which is incredible. I'm actually working on it right now, coincidentally. Because
we had a beer in between reviews.
Well, because there's time, yeah. I mean, we've been here since basically noon, so we're coming up on 3 hours being here. So.
What do you expect us to go? 15 minutes without a beer?
Yeah, I mean, even if it's a 5-ounce pour, 10-ounce pour, who cares? No,
we don't make it down here too often. So every time we do make it down here, there's something new. And for all you Wee Heavy fans, if you catch this video and it's still available, they make an exceptional Wee Heavy here. So
I am showing you
Chris
all
is
the
showing
color
you.
because it is in fact the color that comes through on the camera. One of the few times the camera is showing the true color. But not only that, look at the lacing, and I haven't had anything to drink out of that. That's just from it's sitting up top.
It's thick. It's stubborn. That's a stubborn lacing. Yeah. And on the nose, the definitely the barrel is it's not overpowering. You're just getting like a little wisp of the
You
the
get
barrel.
that boozy wine sort of
For sure.
smell in the aroma part of the
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But even if you can't get this bottle, availability issues or time issues, whatever, if you come here, you can have the pale ale itself. It's just delicious. It's actually more of an IPA. It seems to be more of an IPA than a pale ale. It's just got such a nice, it's got like a really nice hop profile where you're already off to a good head start. So the fact that this is wine barrel aged and how many wine barrel aged hazy pale ales?
Exactly. I mean, usually
That's
when you get
very innovative.
aged stuff, it's like stouts. They love to age
Always
stouts
dark,
or saisons or things like that.
Yep. The pale stuff and the light stuff does not really lend itself to
Really
barrel
quick,
aging.
because we are trying to help Matt with his business here and get the
Yes.
word out. This bottle is available only here in the tap room. So I'm sorry, you cannot pick this up at any of our local beer shops, but you can get Matt's beer, as he mentioned, at $5.95. And what was the other one he mentioned? Go back and watch our. It wasn't Three Sheets.
Yeah, watch last
Go
week's.
back and watch actually 2 weeks ago video the review of
Which one's
the
available?
Kolsch.
Where it's
Where he
available.
mentions where else they're available. So, have you tasted this yet? Or
I've actually had this bottle.
that's right.
Well, I'm not speaking in a place of other than just trying to help Matt get some of his word out stuff. This bottle was given to me as a gift before it was released to the public. So I got a few weeks ago. I was actually treated to Matt. Bumped into me, and he was kind enough to give me this as a gift. So I was actually having this beer at home before really anybody else got to have it. So I feel very privileged there.
Fair first, gang.
Yeah. So good stuff.
Let's get to drinking. Cheers.
Cheers. And cheers to all of you.
Wow.
Almost get a little coconut. I don't know. You almost.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I almost get just like a coconut hint, like right off the bat. But so many flavors. It's so flavorful.
And that coconut that you're talking about, I feel comes right from the wood. I mean, that is exactly what that coconut is very indicative of the wood.
The bark or the
I
shell.
sure am tasting that wood of these barrels that they were aged in.
Fist
for
bump.
sure. Yeah.
It's delicious. It's addictive. It's one of those beers where you take a sip and you're like, let's see what else I can taste.
The aging has actually made it a little bit of smoky. I mean, it's just a little bit of smokiness.
I get that too.
I wouldn't go so far as to call it a smoky beer, but there is a little bit of smokiness to it.
I think that might be like an extension of the coconut. Like you think of a roasted coconut versus if you're gonna age something, then you might think of roasting something. You might think of aging something. You might think of taking on a coconut and adding something to it. So yeah, on the first like little hit of the tongue, I'm getting coconut, and then followed by the alcohol burn's actually kind of tame. It's not.
It is, and I'd say
not
this is
that
probably.
bad for a barrel aged.
This is a low mouth feel because there's not a lot of spikiness to it. What does roll around in your mouth is sort of almost a clovey sort of.
There's a lot going on in this beer, though.
There is.
Yeah, and that's what makes to me. That's what makes it kind of fascinating. It's like, who would think? Just take a pale ale and then you age it in a wine barrel, and then coconut would emerge.
Well, it is in fact a hoppy pale ale. I think isn't it actually described as a hoppy pale ale? And I think it's a combination of hops and the wine that came from that barrel, that Syrah. I think that's possibly what we're getting there. I don't know whether that's creating the coconut, whether that's creating the smokiness, whether that's both.
It's easy to drink. I mean, it's very. I want to say it's almost sophisticated. Like you're kind of teetering on the edge of an easy to drink pale ale, but at the same time you're meeting that that bridge that takes you into something a little more exotic and
There's so many hints of things like you said. There's
right.
the hint of
There's a
oaky,
lot going on.
there's the hint of coconut. There's the hint of smokiness, and there's even almost a hint of I'm getting like okay, if I didn't know what this beer was and somebody told me this was a farm ale or that it had Brett, some of that wild ale
Right.
sort of. There's almost that kind of wild ale flavor and
Yeah, I can
part
see
of in
that.
the bouquet too.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of that. I wouldn't, but it wouldn't go so far as to call it a wild ale. It just has hints of wild ale
Yeah,
elements.
on the nose, it's like, I mean, again, there's just so much going on when you smell it, when you taste it. I mean, you could actually pick up on some of the yeast on this, I would say. But that would be apropos to what you just said about it being like a farm, like reminiscent of a
Well,
farmhouse.
and it's just like you said too. I don't know where you're going to find another American pale ale that was aged in a barrel. I mean, that's the thing.
It
It's
is
difficult to relate it
unusual.
to anything because this is such a completely unique thing. Like if I
It
tell you
is.
a barrel aged stout, or a barrel aged barley wine, or a barrel aged Belgian ale. These things that get barrel aged all the time, or even an IPA. But specifically an American pale ale that's not an IPA.
Yeah.
Despite being hoppy pale ale, it's not an IPA. It takes on this whole new.
I can't say it's a groundbreaking beer, but at the same time, you can say it challenges some of the paradigms of what we know as a pale ale. I mean, there's only so many breweries out there that are like toying around with the idea of taking a pale as the basis of an experiment, because it's usually the beers like you were saying that are already complex before you barrel age them.
Put up both the
Oh, okay,
base
yeah,
and this. You can see the barrel aging.
yeah,
The color.
that's a great idea actually. So we're basically talking about the same two beers, one at its core, and then one at the end result of a wine barrel aged.
What you see in the pint glass is the base, and the tulip is the aged. Just so you know,
Exactly.
the aging actually adds color to it as opposed to taking
Yeah.
away. Because sometimes
This one here that I'm moving up and down is the wine barrel aged beer. Both are delicious, and it's fun because it is
again, lacing, baby. Look at the lacing all
for all you
around.
Lacy fans out
Yeah.
there. Yeah. For all you Lacy Gray fans. I don't know. I'm Untapped. What would you say?
I want to say 4.0.
I'm probably gonna do 4.25, but this is the kind of beer that will ever end up in a can and give you that extra 0.25.
Well, and the thing is, because of the 5%, like I almost would like to see what this is like, bottle aged, but at 5%, it's not going to hold up for that. But maybe we could
Right.
talk Matt into maybe just setting a bottle back and maybe coming back in 5 years and seeing how
Ooh,
it ages over the course
I like
of 5 years.
I like that. Into the future, because it is Astronomy Aleworks. So
It is. Yep.
we will find a time warp, black hole, or some shit.
Let's do the time warp again.
Yeah, let's do the time warp again. So this will conclude our 3-episode series now at Astronomy Aleworks. We've had a blast. It's been amazing. This has, to me, been ideal to kick off season 4 for you
It
and
has been
me,
great,
old
yep.
friend, old
I,
pal,
buddy,
my blue collar, my buddy,
my buddy.
my drinking buddy. You heard it here first. It's going to be a new toy available at, I would say Toys R Us, but I wonder if that's my card. All of a sudden, I think I leaned on this thing. But anyway,
We have less than a minute left.
we're going to wrap up. But great way to start off season 4. It's been great, and thank you, Matt Brady, so much
For hosting us and
for having us here and making it amazing.
hashtag drink local, hashtag Vegas strong.
Drink good
Guys,
beer.
drink good beer and don't break the bank doing it. Cheers.
Don't break the bank doing it.
All right,
Or
don't
else.
break the bank. I swear to God,
Or
we're coming
else.
to your house. If you break the bank, we're going to break your knuckles.